Alright, what's going on, y'all? Saya back. I'm trying to stay a little consistent, trying to drop videos, shorts, whatever. But you can see from the title, should you buy a Mustang GT? And I'm gonna be going through the, pros and cons and why I think you should get it. And when I was purchasing this car myself, I wish there was a little bit more videos, you know, about like should you or should you not. I kind of was in the dark, but I made a good decision. Got lucky, thank God. But yeah. So let's get into certain things. And I have owned a Dodge Charger. It was a RT, and I've also owned a fifth gen SS. So I've dabbled in every single. You feel what I'm saying? First off, the price range. This is the best bang for your buck, and it's not even close, bro. Like, this is the best bang for your buck. You know what I mean? This is a base model too, so this runs around like around 31, 32 highest, and I really doubt it because of the fact that it's a base model. But it depends. Obviously, you'll probably find some that are priced that high, and of course, something that you can't deny is this is a beautiful car. Like, I mean, look at it, bro. And another pro is the mods. I mean, the mods are so cheap. This car is so maintainable. I mean, the parts, everything is easy access and not a lot of money, bro. This build is just so affordable for people, and it's one of the top performing cars on the street. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's get to the cons, bro. Don't mind in here is dirty. Ah, shit. That right there is a con. There's no reason a 2020 should have a fucking calculator screen. You see what I'm saying? But again, like I said, with the mods, they're cheap. Real cheap. It's not hard to install if you want to do it yourself. They don't make things super complicated. And it's not a lot of money to get a new screen installed, which I'm gonna be doing soon. I mean, this could be better, but again, this is a base model. The premiums, obviously, everything's a little differently upgraded. You know what I mean? But as in the base model, this is definitely a con that I have. Another con is obviously if you have a family, it'll be kind of hard to daily this because of the fact that it doesn't have that much space. Now, it has more space than the Camaro, but if you're getting this, I'm assuming you're not really looking for, either you do have a family but this is not your daily, or you don't have a family and you're daily in this, which obviously don't get a Mustang if you're looking for backseat space and stuff like that. But yeah. And I got the keys right here. It's gonna be another pro. This thing sounds amazing, stocked, non-stocked. This is just a muffler delete, okay? So you gotta lock that mug. As you can tell, this thing is a beast, bro. It sounds beautiful. I'm gonna get probably an X pipe, resonate delete X pipe or H pipe. I don't really know yet. But the thing sounds beautiful, regardless of what you do, bro. I guess another con would be, the reputation that this car has. Now, with me, I have a couple of homies who got 5.0s themselves. So I'm not really in the like community of people who hate on them, luckily. But I know people hate on them, which I get it, because you got to put it into perspective that this is one of the most popular cars in probably the world, but I'll say the U.S. and for sure the U.S. And a lot of people want this car. So you're going to see a lot of people doing dumb stuff in this car because it's affordable. And it's fucking insanely fast. It's a nice ass car. So, young kids are gonna get it. Idiots who never drove a V8 before are gonna get it. And they're gonna do dumb stuff in this car. And that's why we got a bad rep. Hold on, the wind's going crazy. But yeah, that's why we get a, somewhat bad rep on stuff. But it comes down to the driver. I mean, this car has never slid out of control, did anything crazy, thank to God, and because I'm not a fucking idiot, and I know how to drive a V8. I've drove V8s before this. Um, it's up to the driver, bro. You know what I mean? It's genuinely up to the driver. I've seen more people in person fuck up with a Charger than this. You know what I mean? Like, it comes down to the driver. You could do something dumb in any car, bro. Now, this is a little more unforgiving when you're drifting than, like, let's say a Camaro. Camaro's way more planted, but that's where it comes down to the driver. If you don't know how to control this, don't be trying to slide it around. Practice in the parking lot or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? At least have tried to drift before. Like, if you just straight out never drifted before, get in this car and then just try to do it, you're cooked. It comes down to the driver, but a, a con would be, how some of the community looks at this car. It's a beautiful car. 90% of the time, they probably want this car, or they can't even, like, they wouldn't be able to beat me in a race. They wouldn't be able to do anything. They just hating for no reason. So that's just how it goes in life. A lot of people hate on Mopar too, especially a RT. I had an RT, so I've seen it all, bro. Get what you want and just love it, bro. Because people always gonna say, "Oh, you should have got this. You should have got that. Whatever, whatever." Who cares? Get what you want, whether it's Mopar, Mustang, Camaro, whatever. But that's one con. Another con is the it's a gift and a curse, the 10 speed. You see what I'm saying? Because of the fact that this has adaptive learning. So if you're in sports mode, you're gonna have to downshift. If you want to race, you're gonna have to downshift till your gear, because you got 10. It's 10 gears. You got to downshift to your power band, and then go slap it in, you know, new drive, and then back to sport, something like that. I haven't really completely mastered it. Every time I race, I didn't really need it yet. I will make a video about that though for my boys, because I know what it is, but I just kind of forgot. But yeah, it is a lot sometimes, and sometimes it could be lazy or not, and it's because of that adaptive learning that's in there. So it's not really the 10 speed as much as it is more like the adaptive learning. That is kind of a con. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's kind of a con, because let's say you're driving in sports mode and you're driving normally, then driving normal for like a couple days, then one day you want to push it a little bit. Your adaptive learning is going to be lazy at first, like, oh, we just chilling, oh no, we going, feel what I'm saying? Or opposite way, other way around. So that's one thing I'll say. If you can go get a tune to change that adaptive learning, I definitely do that. That's definitely a con, and it's not nothing major. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't had it be clunky on me in a while, but it has happened before. So yeah, getting a tune soon. But yeah. And finally, something that, a final pro is the gas. The gas is not that bad on this. I mean, it's a V8, so don't be expecting, like, obviously it's still going, hurt a little bit. But compared to the Dodge, the Camaros, way better on gas, like way better on gas. So that's something to also take into account. This that's the thing about this. When I tell you it's the best bang for your buck, it is a best bang for your buck in so many ways. Gas, parts, the total price of the car. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't see why you wouldn't get this car unless you want a sedan and not a coupe. That's the only reason I can see why you wouldn't get the Mustang 10 speed. Now, the 6 speeds, those are also nice, but I wouldn't have went 6 speed. I would have went something else. But the 10 speed is like a no-brainer, bro. But I probably yapped you guys too much already. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helped you make a decision on, what if you're gonna get this or not. Either way, if you are or you're not, at least I helped you out. So yeah, I would appreciate if you guys, liked it, subscribe, because I'm trying to make more videos. And yeah, bro, love y'all, man.